Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Urdu ebook before it's gone.
Assalamu alaikum. मेरा नाम अफरा है. Hi everybody, my name is Afra. Welcome to UrduPod101.com's 3 Minute में Urdu, the fastest, easiest and most fun way to learn Urdu. In the last lesson, we learned the numbers from 1 to 10. Do you remember them? Just in case you have forgotten, I'll tell you again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now let's continue from 11. 11, 11, 12, 12, 13, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15, 16, 16, 17, 17, 18, 18, 19, 19. Urdu numbers from 1 to 100 are quite irregular with no definite pattern. So the only way to learn them is to memorize them. It might seem daunting at first, but you will soon recognize a rough pattern. Now, here are the rest of the tens. 20, 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, 50, 50, 60, 60, 70, 70, 80, 80, 90, 90. While you have to memorize many of the numbers, there is a trick that will make memorizing them easy. Notice that 30 is 30 and 40 is 40. Do you remember what 3 and 4 are in Urdu? Well, let me remind you. 3 is teen and 4 is char. As you can see, the sound T of teen, which is 3, is used in 30 or 30. Teen, tees. Similarly, the sound cha in char, which is 4, is used in chalis or 40. Char, chalis. Do you see other similarities? 5 in Urdu is panch, while 50 is pachas. The common sound is pa. Unfortunately, this does not apply to all numbers. 60 in Urdu is sat, while 6 is che. As you can see, there is no common sound. The last thing to learn in this lesson is how to form compound numbers above 20. You already know that the number patterns in Urdu are quite irregular. So you might be wondering if you have to memorize each and every compound number. The answer is yes, you do. However, we are going to make your life a little bit easier with this brilliant tip. For any number between 20 and 99, you will say a variation of the numbers 1 to 9, followed by the tens. Let's try it out. How would you say 34 in Urdu? You first say a variation of 4, followed by a variation of 30. So 34 is literally read as 430, which is chontis. Here, chon is a variation of the number 4 or char, and tis is a variation of 30. Chon, tis. 61 is iksat, which is literally read as 160. Ik is a variation of ek for 1, while sat is a variation of sat for 60. Ik, sat. Let's look at one more number, 95. In Urdu, it is 95, which is literally read as 590. 50 is a variation of 5 for 5, and 90 is a variation of 90 for 90. 95. Now it's time for Afra's advice. Did you get until number 99? Here is another number you might want to know. 100. 100. That's 100 in Urdu. Congratulations! Now you're able to count to 100 in Urdu. In the next lesson, we are going to put your number knowledge to use. Do you have all the skills you need to go shopping in Pakistan? If not, I'll be waiting for you in our next 3 minute में Urdu lesson. फिर मिलेंगे.
Learning to carry a conversation is vital to mastery of any language. Even beginners can quickly learn conversational language well enough to carry on real conversations with native speakers. Of course, beginners won't be able to carry a conversation the same way they could in their native language. But just knowing a few tips, like which questions to ask to keep a conversation going, are all you need to speak and interact with real native speakers. Before we get to specific suggestions, let's first take a closer look at how having real conversations in your target language is so vital to your mastery of the language. Communicating with other people is the very point of language, and conversation comes easily in our native tongue. For beginners or anyone learning a new language, conversations aren't easy at all, and even simple greetings can be intimidating and awkward. Nothing kills a conversation faster than long periods of awkward silence, so you need practice and specific strategies to avoid them. When you know what to say to keep a conversation going, communication becomes much easier, and you make a better impression on your listener. Nothing will help you learn to speak a language faster and truly master the language than having real conversations with native speakers. Conversations quickly expose you to slang, cultural expressions, and vocabulary that force you to absorb and assimilate information faster than any educational setting. And that's a great thing. But how can you possibly have real conversations with real people if you're just starting out? Here are 3 proven methods that even beginners can quickly use to learn conversational language to make a great impression and avoid awkward silences. First, ask questions to keep a conversation going. For beginners and even more advanced speakers, the key is to ask questions to keep a conversation going. Of course, they can't be just random questions, or else you may confuse the listener. But by memorizing a few key questions and the appropriate time to use them, you can easily carry a conversation with minimal vocabulary or experience. And remember, the more conversations you have, the quicker you will learn and master the language. Second, learn core vocabulary terms as quickly as possible. You don't need to memorize thousands of words to learn conversational language. In fact, with just a couple hundred words, you could have a very basic conversation. And by learning maybe 1,000 to 2,000 words, you could carry a conversation with a native speaker about current events, order in restaurants, and even get directions. To help you get started with this, check out our 2,000 common words, also known as our core list. These 2,000 words are all you need to learn to speak fluently and carry a conversation with a native speaker. Third, study video or audio lessons that you can play and replay again and again. If you want to know how to carry on a conversation, then you need exposure to native speakers, and the more, the better. Studying video or audio lessons is ideal because they provide contextualized learning in your native language, and you can play them again and again until you achieve mastery. Our instructors have created more than 2,500 video and audio lessons that you can play over and over. And the best part is, they don't just teach you vocabulary and grammar. They are designed to help you learn to speak and teach you practical everyday topics like shopping, ordering, and more. Although it may seem intimidating for a beginner, the truth is that it's very easy to learn conversational language. Just learn a few core vocabulary terms and which questions to ask to keep a conversation going. Our language learning program has the world's largest online collection of video and audio lessons by real instructors, plus tons of advanced tools to help you learn to speak and carry on a conversation quickly. Just a little practice and exposure to real conversations or lessons is all it really takes. So, if you're ready to finally learn a new language the fast, fun, and easy way, sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Signing up takes less than 30 seconds, and you'll start speaking from your very first lesson. If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye!
Assalamu alaikum. मेरा नाम अफरा है. Hi everybody, my name is Afra. Welcome to UrduPod101.com's 3 Minute में Urdu, the fastest, easiest and most fun way to learn Urdu. In the last lesson, you learned how to count in Urdu. I hope you spent some time practicing the numbers because they will come in handy in this lesson. You're going to learn how to go shopping in Pakistan. Before we go, you need to know how to say, how much is this? इसका दाम क्या है? इसका दाम क्या है? Are you ready to go shopping in Pakistan? Let's go. You see something you like and want to ask the shopkeeper how much it costs. The first thing to say to a shopkeeper is, माफ कीजिए. Do you remember what that means? Excuse me. माफ कीजिए, इसका दाम क्या है? Excuse me, how much is this? माफ कीजिए, इसका दाम क्या है? If you want to be more specific when asking how much is this and refer to a certain type of object, you just need to insert the object in between the word iska, between is and ka. Let's see an example. Suppose you want to buy a hat in the market. Hat in Urdu is topi. So, how much is this hat? In Urdu is, is topi ka daam kya hai? Is topi ka daam kya hai? But what if you want to buy several things? Then you would have to use a new word, inka, which means these. Excuse me, how much are these? In Urdu is, माफ कीजिए, इनका दाम क्या है? माफ कीजिए, इनका दाम क्या है? At this point, the shop clerk can answer by saying, इसका दाम, the price, then है, or ये, the price, then का है. For example, इसका दाम 50 रुपए है. ये 50 रुपए का है. What number is 50? I'm not telling you. Okay, it's 50. So altogether, this means it costs 50 rupees. Now it's time for Afra's advice. Another very common way of asking how much is it is, ये कितने का है? And if you want to be more specific and mention the thing you want to know the price of, all you need to do is insert the object after ye. Ye seb kitne ka hai, which means how much is this apple? At this point, can you count rupees in Urdu? We are going to learn how to do this and much more in the next lesson. I'll be waiting for you in our next 3 Minute में Urdu lesson. फिर मिलेंगे.
Want to master grammar so you can speak properly, express yourself better, and understand more? In this video, I'll show you how to master grammar with our lessons and learning program. Let's begin. Number 1. Listen to the lesson conversations and explanations. In every lesson, you learn a conversation. Then, our teachers break down every word and grammar rule. So you're actually learning grammar rules in the context of conversations, and you can easily see how they're used. Once you're done, review the conversation again and again to remember what you've learned. Number 2. Read the bonus explanations and tutorials. With the lesson notes, you get extra grammar explanations and examples that are not presented in the lesson. After you're done with the lesson, read the lesson notes for extra review. You can even save them as PDFs so that you can access them anytime. Number 3. Leave a comment on the lesson. Once you've learned a grammar point, be sure to use it. Leave a comment in the comments section. Write some example sentences for practice. Our teachers will review your comment and give you feedback. Number 4. Unlock even more grammar lessons. If you want to find all of the grammar lessons available, visit our lesson library. Under Category, choose Grammar. You'll get all of the pathways and lessons dedicated to helping you learn and master sentence patterns and grammar points. So, if you're ready to finally learn a new language the fast, fun, and easy way, sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Signing up takes less than 30 seconds, and you'll start speaking from your very first lesson. If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share it with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye!
Assalamu alaikum. मेरा नाम अफरा है. Hi, my name is Afra. Welcome to UrduPod101.com's 3 minute में Urdu, the fastest, easiest and most fun way to learn Urdu. In the last lesson, you learned the phrase क्या आप अंग्रेजी बोलते हैं? Meaning, do you speak English? In this lesson, you are going to learn how to apologize in Urdu. There are a number of ways to apologize. But in a formal situation, you should use maaf kijiye. Maaf kijiye. The first word maaf literally means forgive, and kijiye is a polite form of the verb meaning please do. So this expression actually means something like forgive me please. Now let's hear it again. Maaf kijiye. Maaf kijiye is used in formal situations when you're communicating with someone you have met for the first time, with elders, and usually also when communicating with women. It is not used among friends or people who are informal with each other. The informal way to say I'm sorry is maaf karo. Maaf karo. Let's review. Maaf kijiye is the formal way to say I'm sorry or excuse me. Maaf karo is the informal way to say I'm sorry or excuse me. These are all versatile phrases with a few different meanings, depending on the situation. Whether you are trying to get someone's attention for a question or making your way through a crowded area, or apologizing for stepping on someone's foot, these are all phrases you could use. Now imagine someone says maaf kijiye to you after having done something wrong. How would you respond? In this case, the proper phrase is koi baat nahi. Koi baat nahi. This means something like it doesn't matter. Koi baat nahi. You might remember this phrase from lesson 2. It is the same phrase you can use when responding to someone thanking you. Now it's time for Afra's advice. If someone bumps into you on the streets in Pakistan, don't expect an excuse me, especially in the big cities. Pakistanis are usually very friendly people, but just don't consider excusing themselves for bumping into someone as time well spent. Big crowds are very common in big cities. Unless someone pushes you over so hard you fell on the ground, keep walking. Are you able to count in Urdu? In the next lesson, you will learn the numbers in Urdu from 1 to 10. I'll be waiting for you in our next lesson. फिर मिलेंगे.
If you're tired of knowing and speaking the language at a basic level and want to express yourself fluently just like native speakers, then you'll need to learn grammar. The problem? It can be tricky to learn. But don't worry, in this guide you'll discover how to learn and master grammar with the Grammar Bank. 1. Where to get all of the grammar explanations you'll ever need. 2. The best way to learn grammar that's right for your level. And 3. How to expose yourself to real examples until the rules become natural to you with a study tool called the Grammar Bank inside of our learning program. But first, if you don't yet have access to our program, sign up for a free lifetime account right now. Just click the link in the description. First, what is the Grammar Bank? The Grammar Bank is like a grammar dictionary, except online. It's a database of the must-know grammar rules and explanations that makes it easy to look up specific rules and learn them. Look for it in the top menu of our site. 2. How do you learn grammar with it? The best way to learn grammar is not to just study rules, but to learn in context and hear the grammar used in real life. And that's exactly how you learn with our lessons. You learn a quick conversation and hear how the grammar rules are used within that conversation. 3. What if you come across grammar that you're not familiar with? Or what if you want to review a specific rule without going back to redo a lesson? That's where the Grammar Bank comes in. You can look up grammar rules and get the explanations, examples, and links to lessons where we cover these rules. You can also sort grammar by learning level. So if you're an absolute beginner and want to make sure you know all of the absolute beginner grammar rules, you can do just that with the Grammar Bank. You can also sort the rules by spelling, category, and lesson series. And if you want to get used to the grammar patterns so that you can use them in conversation and become fluent, the best way is to expose yourself to examples as much as possible. Grammar is hard at first, but gets easy once you get used to it with enough exposure. Be sure to access the related lessons inside the Grammar Bank and listen to the native conversations that use the rule as much as possible. So, if you want to become fluent and speak perfectly, you'll need grammar. Take advantage of the Grammar Bank inside of our learning program. But if you don't yet have access, sign up for a free lifetime account right now. Just click the link in the description to sign up.
Assalamu alaikum. मेरा नाम अफरा है. Hi, my name is Afra. Welcome to UrduPod101.com's 3 Minute में Urdu, the fastest, easiest and most fun way to learn Urdu. In the last lesson, you learned some words used when apologizing in Urdu, including maaf kijiye. In this lesson, you are going to learn numbers in Urdu. Yes, numbers, taadad, from 1 to 10. And you are going to learn them in only 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Are you ready? Let's start. Ek, ek, do, do, teen, teen, char, char, पाँच, पाँच, छः, छः, सात, सात, आठ, आठ, नौ, नौ, दस, दस. Okay, now repeat after me. I will say the numbers and give you time to repeat each one. एक, दो, तीन, चार, पाँच, छः, सात, आठ, नौ, दस. Great job. What is before ek? Do you know? It's 0, of course, which in Urdu is sifar. Sifar. Now you don't have any more excuses. You can give your friends your cell phone number in Urdu. Let's try it together. To say my phone number is in Urdu, first say the phrase Mera phone number, then say your cell phone number and finally say hai. Mera phone number. Your phone number hai. For example, Mera phone number 905572248 hai. Can you understand it by yourself? 905572248. Perfect. Now it's time for Afra's advice. Did you know that in Urdu, numbers have their own script that is similar to the Hindu-Arabic numeral system? Yes, that's right. They don't look like the numbers we are used to seeing in the Western world. But with just a little more effort, you can not only say the numbers in Urdu, you'll be able to read them as well. Do you know the Urdu word for 100? In the next lesson, you are going to learn the numbers from 11 to 100 in Urdu. Your task now is to practice the numbers we studied in this lesson from 1 to 10. फिर मिलेंगे.
Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Urdu ebook before it's gone.